Another day, another banger. Welcome to the banger, man. Straight to it.
Hi, Shiloh. How are you? Guys, can the mic hear her? Because she's speaking. Are you sure? So I just start all over. Hi, Shiloh. Shiloh. I'm saying hi, Shiloh.
Hi, Dindo.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm great. So, what do you look for in a partner? As you're trying to get to know you.
I can feel someone sitting.
Oh my god, nigga, get out! What the fuck is wrong with niggas? Get your ass on, boy! Let the man cook! You over here. You know what? Let me stop complaining. Back to the date, moving on.
What was your question again?
Like, what do you look for in a person?
Pause. Good question. Good question, great question. It's my favorite question. It's the only question. It's the first question. You know what I'm saying? The most important question. I like it. I like him. See, this is how you have a conversation with somebody. Now let's see if he can use the question to its full effect, man. Simple question. Let's move. Keep moving on.
We need to communicate.
Communication.
Spend more time together.
So, like, what happened in your past relationship?
God, bro, who are these background characters? Who the fuck are these background characters? They over here some. You know what? That's not why we're here. We're here for the date. Now, we moved to two different questions, two separate questions. Terrible transition. Don't like it. They're not bad questions on their own, but they're bad questions to move back and forth between. Now, what do you look for in a partner? Someone who can communicate. Instead of just asking what happened in your past relationship, did something happen in your past relationship that made you feel like communication? Or right? If you don't want to go back to past relationships, because I don't really like that one. I was just using the question that he has. She said communication. Ask her what she means by communication, right? Because you need clarity. Because communication can mean a lot of things. To some people, communication means talking every day. To some people, communication, especially to me, communication means not being afraid to say what's on your mind at any given time, regardless of how your partner is going to react to it. I'm not saying be an asshole. I'm not saying be abrasive, be brash when you're approaching a topic, but don't be afraid to speak up when there's something that you need to say, when there's something that needs to be addressed. That's communication to me. So you could ask her for like clarity on that. Now she can explain, and then you can keep moving on the question. You feel me? Moving on.
So tell me about your past relationship, because I'm trying to get to know what happened. Did you cheat? Are you sure you didn't cheat? What happened?
So basically, I dated this nigga, and then I went to Pine Face.
Pain faced?
And then I met his ex there. And then me and his ex in the bathroom talking. Then she's like, we should take pictures together. Okay, fine. We took the pictures. And then she told me this nigga went back to his ex 2 weeks ago. Timing those 2 weeks, he was at my house. And yeah.
I'm confused by the story. The story doesn't make sense. It's not adding up, bruv. 1 plus 1 is not equaling to 2, bruv. First of all, why the fuck would you take pictures with my ex? Bruh, I don't care if my ex and I left on good terms, bruh. Y'all not friends. That's not your homie. You don't know her like that. What the fuck is y'all taking pictures for? And I don't have any bad blood with any of my exes. But if I find my current girl taking pictures with my ex, bro, I'm gonna look at you like a little way. Like, why are you taking pictures with her? She's not your friend. It's not your homie. Y'all not cool. The fuck? 2, the ex told you that he went back to her. But that whole time he was with you. So you broke up with him? What? If you were with him, if he's in your house for the 2 weeks, or by your house for the 2 weeks, then why? Then how would he get back to his ex? 2, why would you believe his ex? If you had no suspicions of anything happening, why would you believe the ex? Kanjalo nje. It makes no sense. Some of y'all too dumb to be in relationships. But hey, man, it's not my girlfriend, is it? Moving on.
Nah, that's deep chats. That's deep chats. So you're gonna ask about my relationship or it doesn't matter?
You can tell me.
See, that's the error that you run into when your follow-up question, or your question in general, is what happened to your past ex. It kind of leaves, depending on what the person says, it kind of leaves too much room for no follow-up question, right? This is why I don't like to ask about people's exes, because the only follow-up questions are going to be messy questions. Because I have a follow-up question for that thing now, but then I'm like, I don't even want to have that conversation, because I don't want to talk about your ex. That's your past. I want to talk about me, you, us, the future. So try to avoid asking about people's exes. I mean, you're never gonna get the full story, bro. You're never gonna get the full story. They might not lie to you, but they'll never tell you the full story. Trust. And the story that they tell you isn't gonna make them look bad in any way, shape, or form. They're gonna tell that story to make them look good. There's no honesty in that. So just kill it, you feel me? But moving on though.
Okay, it's my relationship. So I last dated like, I'd say 2 months ago. Basically, I didn't cheat. Okay, wait. I cheated, man. But like, I didn't cheat at the same time. Because the honey cheated on me first. Then I forgave it. But like, then I saw like, things are not the same. So I ended up cheating.
That's weak, bro. That's weak. Don't do no dumb shit like that. If your girl cheats on you, if your partner cheats on you, leave that hoe. Man, that's my philosophy. Leave that hoe. Man, woman, mixture of both. I don't care. Leave them. Then you cheat back. Cease. Minus 50. Dishonorable, bro. At least if you're gonna cheat because you're a terrible person and you're a piece of shit. Don't cheat because, well, they cheated first and then I saw that things wasn't the same anymore, so I cheated also. I cheated back. Y'all be the worst kind of cheaters, bro. At least like people that just cheat because they're pieces of shit. Y'all cheat with justification. Worst kind of people on this planet. Moving on.
Yeah. Okay, so do you think I'm your type? Yeah, man. Judging by my voice, do you think I'm your type? You think so?
We had an okay start. Oh my god, I'm pausing so much. We had an okay start. This is not good. This was an okay start, but we're gonna end up badly. Judging by my voice, do you think I'm your type? By your voice, my nigga? At least if it was from like her seeing you, if it was something as shallow as her seeing you and thinking that you're cute, I'd accept that because, you know, it's a nothing burger, it's whatever. But am I your type? based on my voice. How are you running out of things to talk about with a complete stranger, bro? You don't know anything about this person, and you're running out of things to talk about. There's so many things you can talk about. There's so many things on the table for conversation, and you're running out of things to talk about. And you're running out of things to talk about. Your first instinct is to go, "Why you type by the sound of my voice? By the sound of my voice, dost thou think I'm thine type?" The fuck? Moving on.
I think so. I mean, that's a good thing. Actually, guys, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I don't feel comfortable. Can I be a bit comfortable, dog? Okay. No. What's happening? I'm trying to date. I feel like I'll be comfortable. So yeah, dog. So I'm trying to get to know you further, dog. What type of a person are you?
Alright, bro. Guys, this is a blind date, bro. I'ma just, you could pick a topic. Since you're on a blind date, you could just ask questions that make her see, that allow you to understand her perspective when it comes to relationships. That's the kind of questions you can ask. Those are the questions you should be asking, right? What are the qualities that she looks for in a good relationship? What are the qualities that she thinks make a good partner? Let's say she's someone that's busy a lot, whatever. She's not busy, she's a child. She's young, she's not a child. Well, she's young. If she's someone that's busy, like, how do you handle your busy lifestyle and dating? Like, how does a partner figure into this? This is a blind date. You're allowed to stick on relationship based questions. No one's gonna hate you for it. You could even ask her what she does for a living, and then use what she does for a living, and then ask her, oh, well, how do you fit that into, your dating life? Because that sounds like a busy thing. I just said that earlier. But you can ask questions. And the great thing about these questions that I'm telling you to ask is, they don't have one answer. They don't have a yes or no answer. Right? They don't have a yes or no answer and then you're fucked. No. These questions are open as fuck. Depending on what they say, you might have like 50 branches of conversation that you could just skirt off into. Oh, she looks for these qualities in a partner? Well, what about these qualities? She wants someone that can communicate. Now you can talk about communicating, how that's important in a relationship, how communication styles. How does she define communicating? Is it talking every day? Is it this? Is it that? Oh, she looks for someone that can spend a lot of time with her. You'd be like, oh, well, you could be like, oh, well, since we won't be able to be attached to the hip every time because I have a thing that's going on, I have a life, I have a job, I have a this. Like, when we spend time together, is this like spending time together, going out together, being in the house together, watching movies together, reading together? Y'all could, this spending time with each other it's just a broad conversation. You could just peel off into these branches of conversation at any time. And the beautiful thing about them is they help you understand the person, and then you could also respond to them. Like, when you ask the question, right, they'll give you a response, and then you could respond to their response. Instead of just asking them a question, you could be like, oh, well, this is how I see things, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and then y'all could come to a compromise. Now you're not just learning about the person sitting across from you, but y'all are learning about each other. She's also figuring you out. It's a back and forth. Like, you're getting deep. There's depth to these conversations. They can't just die down off of like one answer. It's impossible. Unless the person that you're sitting across from or that you're talking to is just shallow as fuck, just doesn't know how to answer questions, then you're cooked. Or you could take the lead. You could tell them, oh, this, that. You don't. Y'all making this harder than it needs to be, bro. Way harder than it needs to be. These questions are simple. These questions can be asked. They're simple. And what's beautiful about these questions is, no matter what answer they give you, you always have room to also show your personality, because you could joke, right? You can make jokes. If you're funny, you can make jokes. These questions allow everything to shine. Open-ended. It's not specific, but intentional questions. Open-ended, intentional questions. Don't just ask random bullshit and pray to the stratosphere that something's gonna land, that something's gonna stick. Come on, kids, man, y'all making this hard. Whew. Moving on.
What type of person?
Shy.
You're shy.
Crazy.
The crazy. Yeah. Overthinker. Nah, I like the fact that you're shy. And also the fact that you're crazy. And I feel like we get a lot of spice too. You know, not anything too crazy, not psycho crazy, but like, are you psycho? like would you ever stab me type shit?
Maybe.
What if, for what? If I did what?
If I find out you're cheating on me, I'll cut off your dick. And then I'm gonna blend it. And then I'm gonna force you to eat it.
Pause, bro. I've had a girl say this to me. Why do y'all think that's cute? Why do y'all think that's cute? And she was like, I'm like, bro, this is not cute. This is the most scariest shit ever. And you're threatening, you're threatening Junior? You're threatening Vanessa? Why would you threaten Vanessa? You feel me? Don't threaten Vanessa. Don't threaten to cut off Vanessa. Are you mad? You gonna leave me without Lerato? Now I come walking around the street without Lerato? Are you mad? Don't do that. Stop doing this threat shit, bro. Cause if I said shit, if I find you cheating now on me, I'ma fuck you up. That don't sound like I'm being cute. That shit sound like a threat. Y'all need to stop that, bro. Moving on.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's interesting. Nah, but I'm feeling your hands right now, like, and I feel like they're really soft. Let me see. Yeah, they feel really soft. I can tell a lot, like, by the feelings on time. Like, they must be very attractive. Are you petite? Would you call yourself petite? Like, or are you fat? Nah, I'm asking, are you fat? Like, what's your body figure?
My what?
Your body figure.
What the fuck? You're on a date. Be intentional with your questions, bro. Be intentional with your words. Okay? You need to think. What goal am I trying to achieve? This is the first thing that you must ask yourself. You must ask yourself, what goal am I trying to achieve? Well, I'm talking to this girl and I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get to know her as a person, right? We're on a blind date. We're on a date. So it makes sense for me. She's single, I'm single. Maybe I should ask her some, relationship-oriented questions since we're already on the date. Now, if you ask a relationship-oriented question and she's not comfortable answering right now, you could move on to something simple. Does she have any hobbies? You're still learning about her. You're still trying to figure out. You feel me? She answers the question. Y'all go back and forth. You build up. Then relationship oriented questions. Her relationship styles, all of that, communication, all of that. Because why? Because you're trying to learn more about the person that you're talking to. Be intentional. Don't just ask random ass questions. Nigga, you just asked, is she fat? What the fuck does that have to do with the blind date? What the fuck does that have to do with your conversation up to this point? Because the transition to the question was jarring as a motherfucker. What does that have to do with anything? Be intentional with your words, man. Your words are supposed to mean something. Don't waste them. Shit. And the worst part of this is, bro, this conversation is giving you nothing. You can't show your personality. Your personality can't shine. If you're a funny guy, she doesn't know that. If you're sarcastic, she doesn't know that so far. If you're a real witty guy, if you're quick on your feet with the, like snappy retorts, she doesn't know that. Right? If you're more a guy with like deadpan humor, she doesn't know that. Because this conversation isn't flowing in a way to allow you to show that. So not only does she not know anything about you, she doesn't even know if you have a personality that she likes. What the fuck? Be intentional. Don't just ask random shit that has nothing to do with anything. What are you thinking about? How is whether or not she's fat or skinny gonna help you figure out anything? Fucking nonsense. Moving on.
You thin? I just think
So do y'all fuck with each other? Do y'all teach y'all shit?
that chopping takeoff, bro, is crazy. Bro, she said, if I ever cheat, she's gonna chop off my dick and make me eat it, bro. So if I cuff her, bro, I'm not gonna mess up, though. I can't mess up.
Then how do you feel about it? The way you guys are talking to each other? You fuck with it?
Well, I still would be blind for my dick.
She fucks with him? Based off what? Nick, based off what? I don't care. End of the video. If you want to watch it, if you want to watch the rest of the video by yourself, you can do that. I'll link it in the description. No. Just no. Just no. Oh, fuck no, man.